Hi, I'm Tony Crummas, and this is another short video for beginners on the ukulele, this time on improvisation. Improvisation is where you just make up a tune as you're going along, you just doodle your way through, probably to find a decent melody to use for a song, or just to have fun. It's great fun if you do it either on your own, or more fun still if you've got some friends who play a sequence of chords and you play along with them. Or alternatively, what we're going to do now is to download a backing track from the internet. There's loads of them, and you can do that. Paul Clay, who was an artist, described his drawings, which are made up of lines, as a line being a dot taken for a walk. And we're going to do much the same thing. We're going to take a note for a walk, or more specifically a sound for a walk. There are lots of scales you can do it with, just taking the notes from a specific scale, but one particular scale is used a lot for improvisation and for jazz and for proper songs as well. It's a perfectly good scale in its own right, and it's called the pentatonic. There are two forms of the pentatonic scale, major and minor. We're going to use the C major pentatonic, and it starts on the note C, third string open, D, second fret down on third string, then the second string open, which is E, third fret down on the second string, which is G, open first string, which is A, and C, which is the third fret down on string 1. So that's open, 2, open, 3, open, 3. C, D, E, G, A, G, C. The first thing to do is to learn that pattern and then come back and join this video later on. The pentatonic scale works so well for improvising because it's more or less like a major scale, but with the fourth and the seventh notes missed out. The fourth and seventh are pretty important notes in establishing a key. They're the dominant seventh and the leading notes. And also they're where the semitones come. So you don't get the clashes of semitones between the third and fourth and the seventh and eighth notes they're missing out. So you can more or less play what you want, and it may always sound wonderful, but it'll all sound reasonably good. And in fact, you can have 3 or 4 people or even more all playing pentatonic tunes at the same time, and it should work reasonably well. Those two notes are also particularly interesting. They form a tritone. They're 3 tones apart, and that's an interesting interval which we won't go into now, but maybe some other time. Anyway, for the moment, let's try it. Improvisation can be a bit meandering and meaningless if you don't have a structure. I suppose like a doodle on a piece of paper. If you want to think in terms of writing a melody or writing something that coheres together, think in terms of phrases, one phrase answering another. A phrase is 2 bars or 4 bars answered by another 2 or 4 bars, forming a musical sentence, a bit like Baba Black Sheep, for example. Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Answered by yes, so 3 bags full. Another question. Answered by. I think I could ask you a question like, what did you have for breakfast? And you might answer, I had beans on toast. I might ask somebody else the same question. They might answer, I had bacon and eggs. Did you have it with coffee? No, I prefer tea. No, I much prefer tea. That's the other thing. Think up your own words, word patterns, and try and get your phrases together. Right, now listen to the backing that I brought down. I've given you the links for that as well. It's a 12-bar blues, and it's a slow one. It gives you lots of time to make up ideas. Get the mood of it, get the feel of it, first of all by listening to the whole thing through. Then I'll give you some suggestions and ideas that you might like to try. Go doodling around using the pentatonic scale, straightforward. You can extend it a little bit. You can go, for example, up to the 5th fret on string 1, and that gives you a D, and the 7th fret on string 1 will give you an E, and they're both part of the same pentatonic scale, so you can slide up to that, like that. The other thing you can do is to bend the notes. That is to say, you can put your finger down on a note and then pull the finger to one side, so you get this nice wow effect. Finally, you can extend to the full jazz scale and improvise with that. You've still got your 7th and your 4th missed out. But you've added 2 extra notes, the flattened 3rd and the flattened 7th. The flattened 3rd is an E flat, and that's string 3, fret 3. And the flattened 7th is the first string, string 1, it's a B flat. That gives you the full jazz scale, and that's quite fun to play around with. if you hit the odd wrong note, it doesn't matter, because as I've said, with the pentatonic, with the 7th and the 4th missed out, you can't really make a mistake. It may not sound perfect, but you can't really make a mistake. So have fun, play around with that, and happy doodling. I leave you with some other things you can download for free, and the links to them, and also another track of the 12-bar blues, which is a medium speed. It's a little bit faster than the other one. Anyway, as I say, have fun.